Ever since the development of nuclear weapons, the world has never been the same. Their destructive power has shaped international relations and military strategies across the globe. Today, nuclear weapons remain a powerful tool in any nation's arsenal. In this video, we're focusing on Russia's latest nuclear advancements, which are making headlines around the world and sparking new debates about global security. What exactly are these new projects, and how might they impact the future of warfare and international diplomacy? Let's break it down together. The Satan II missile. One of the most talked about and controversial projects in Russia's nuclear arsenal is the RS-28 Sarmat missile, better known to NATO as the Satan II. This missile is not just another weapon. In Russia's growing military portfolio, it's an advanced intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, that could change everything we know about modern warfare. The Satan II is a hypersonic missile, meaning it can travel at speeds of up to 5 times the speed of sound. This gives it the capability to strike anywhere on Earth, bypassing even the most advanced missile defense systems. But that's not all. This missile is designed to carry multiple nuclear warheads, allowing it to hit multiple targets in one go. This adds an entirely new layer of power to Russia's nuclear capabilities. In recent tests, the Satan II missile has demonstrated its ability to fly at mind-boggling speeds and reach nearly any part of the world with devastating accuracy. Experts say that this missile could be one of the most powerful nuclear weapons ever developed, and the destructive potential is immense. But let's step back for a second. What does all this mean for global security? The arrival of such a potent weapon marks a major shift in military strategy, not only for Russia, but for the world. The Satan II missile signals that Russia is committed to maintaining its position as a dominant nuclear power. And its power is something that other countries have to seriously consider. This missile is part of President Vladimir Putin's broader efforts to modernize Russia's military forces and retain a strategic advantage over rivals, particularly the United States and NATO. However, the question remains, will Russia ever deploy such a weapon? While the missile's capabilities are undeniable, it's unlikely that Russia would use it unless faced with an existential threat. After all, the use of such a destructive weapon would bring catastrophic consequences, so it's more likely that it will serve as a deterrent, a reminder to the world of the severe consequences of any aggressive actions toward Russia. Poseidon, the underwater drone with terrifying potential. While the Satan II missile has already generated significant concern, another part of Russia's nuclear arsenal is creating even more alarm: the Poseidon underwater drone. This nuclear-powered unmanned vehicle operates under the sea, making it extremely difficult to detect. Unlike traditional missile-based weapons, Poseidon has the ability to deliver devastating nuclear payloads from beneath the ocean surface, unleashing catastrophic tidal waves that could wipe out entire coastal cities. This drone is launched from a submarine, allowing it to operate with minimal detection. Its stealthy nature means that traditional missile defense systems would struggle to track it. Once it's in motion, Poseidon can travel at high speeds, targeting enemy assets and causing mass destruction. It's a new kind of weapon, one that doesn't rely on land-based or airborne missile systems. The Poseidon drone adds a new layer of unpredictability to Russia's military strategy. Instead of solely relying on conventional missile technology, this weapon allows Russia to send a message of nuclear deterrence from the depths of the ocean. In a world where military strategies are constantly evolving, Poseidon represents an entirely new dimension of warfare. Its existence serves as a warning. Russia is prepared to respond to aggression in ways that might be difficult to anticipate. Much like the Satan II missile, the Poseidon underwater drone's main purpose is to act as a deterrent. Russia's leaders hope that the knowledge of such weapons will prevent conflicts from escalating in the first place. However, the idea that such weapons are now part of the global military landscape does raise new questions. How will other nations respond? Will this create an arms race that pushes everyone closer to nuclear conflict? Escalate to de-escalate. As if the presence of these advanced nuclear weapons weren't concerning enough, Russia is also shifting its nuclear doctrine in a way that could have serious consequences. known as the escalate to de-escalate strategy. This approach could see Russia using nuclear weapons in limited capacities during conventional conflicts. Essentially, the idea is that by using nuclear weapons in smaller targeted ways, Russia can quickly de-escalate a conflict and prevent it from spiraling into full-scale war. On the surface, this may seem like a clever tactic to avoid global destruction, but it's not without its risks. The problem is that using nuclear weapons, even in limited amounts, introduces the possibility of miscalculation. Imagine this. A minor incident in a tense geopolitical situation could lead to one side thinking the other has escalated the conflict, which might trigger a chain reaction. In a scenario like this, a small mistake could lead to a catastrophic outcome. Critics of this strategy argue that it blurs the lines between conventional warfare and nuclear warfare, making it harder to know when a situation has truly reached a point of no return. The fear is that this strategy could increase the chances of a nuclear conflict breaking out by accident. With tensions rising between Russia, the United States, and NATO, the chances of miscalculation only increase. The escalate to de-escalate strategy is a dangerous gamble. While it may sound like a way to quickly resolve conflicts, the reality is that it leaves the world on edge, waiting to see whether cooler heads will prevail in any future confrontation. Nuclear modernization. At the core of all of these advancements is Russia's broader military modernization effort. Over the years, Russia has invested heavily in upgrading its nuclear weapons, missile defense systems, and submarines. This modernization is seen as a direct response to the growing influence of NATO and the United States, particularly as the US expands its missile defense systems closer to Russia's borders. For Russia, these projects aren't just about flexing. They're military muscle. They're crucial for national security. In a world where geopolitical tensions continue to rise, Russia sees nuclear weapons as an essential tool for protecting itself from foreign aggression. This effort to modernize the nuclear arsenal is part of a broader strategy to maintain Russia's place as a global power and ensure that it is not left vulnerable to outside threats. But the implications of these projects extend far beyond Russia itself. As countries around the world increase their nuclear capabilities, it sets the stage for a new global arms race. The fear is that Russia's technological advancements could render traditional missile defense systems obsolete, forcing other nations to either play catch-up or face the possibility of falling behind. Global implications. What's at stake? So, what does all this mean for the rest of the world? For countries that rely on nuclear deterrence, such as the United States, China, and members of NATO, Russia's nuclear projects are a wake-up call. The development of hypersonic missiles and underwater drones could pose a serious challenge to current defense strategies. In a world where missile defense systems are constantly evolving, Russia's new capabilities make it clear that the global security landscape is changing rapidly. Within NATO, concerns are growing about how Russia's nuclear advancements could shift the balance of power. There's fear that these new weapons could give Russia a significant strategic advantage, making it more difficult for other nations to defend themselves against a potential nuclear strike. As the technology behind nuclear weapons continues to advance, it's likely that the traditional methods of defense will become less and less effective. The future of diplomacy and arms control. As we move forward, one question looms large. Can diplomacy and arms control keep pace with these rapid developments in nuclear technology? Over the years, treaties like the START agreements have helped reduce the number of nuclear weapons in the world and prevent further proliferation. But with Russia and other nations pushing the boundaries of nuclear weapons, it's unclear whether these existing treaties will be enough to keep up with the changing landscape. One thing is certain, as countries continue to modernize their nuclear arsenals, the need for international cooperation and arms control has never been more urgent. Diplomacy and dialogue will be key to ensuring that the world does not find itself caught in a nuclear arms race, or worse yet, a global nuclear conflict. As nations continue to modernize their nuclear forces, the future of arms control and diplomacy will play a critical role in shaping the world we live in. So, what do you think? Are Russia's nuclear advancements a cause for concern, or are they just another chapter in the ongoing arms race? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on global security and technological advancements. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.